This is Margaret Ann Windsor, Queen Victoria II, the legal heir to the British Crown. I was kidnapped in 41 from Buckingham Palace by Joseph Kennedy, the ambassador then, my own uncle, who became the illegal George VI. That's Elizabeth's father. So she's illegal, and so is her brood. The reason I'm doing this morning is because I just listened to Channel 13 ABC out of Lynchburg, Bedford County, where the war memorial is, Bedford War Memorial, that Tom Hanks and all of them thinks is so great. They're doing a bust of Slaughter. He's the one that worked so hard over the last years to get the war memorial going and all that. I've put in previous tapes where in Bedford, I've been put in the position of begging just to have any kind of place to live. I lived over there for 7 months, and July the 1st, how quaint, July the 4th coming up, and I can look up from the apartment I'm in at Bedford War Memorial where they've got the British flag alongside the American. Not once did any of these people ever mention me or the fact that they were gassing, using chemicals and psychological warfare on me. I have to say the local little bulletin paper did help me out when I was so sick I had to leave February the 28th of 12. They did, one of the people did come and get the sofa and take it down there and put it in their lobby. I mean, it's unreal the way I've been treated. You tell the truth, and through this whole thing, like Lina Dempsey that killed her twins and abused me, kept me there with that family to keep herself from going to the gas chamber, because I'm sure that's what she was threatened with, to tell me the lies and mistreat me and tell me I was Peggy Dempsey, her daughter, because she killed the twins. They were illegitimate. So back to Bedford. There's not any of these people. I've been here since October of '86. The media, all of them know the truth. I've written about mind control murders. That was another part of this, that I was doing a book in Atlanta or Marietta, Georgia, about doctors I'd written about. Larry McDonald, the congressman, U.S. congressman, doctor from Piedmont Hospital in Atlanta, whose plane, ironically, went down in August the 31st of '03. And that's when I became a candidate and flown out to Larry Flint's. Now that I've had antifreeze, I've had threatened with a lobotomy if the Brits didn't come through. I was actually there on the table for them to do it. I can't go back. I've put it on here what the Jewish Hyman Miller did to me in '62 for about 4 years. And then Gonzalez, who was actually at Parkland when John Kennedy was taken in '63. Then he shows up in Redstone Arsenal Army, and then over in Atlanta, where he was allowed to 7 years of hell to me. So none of the truth has been told. It's too ugly. It's a feather in their cap. They just keep quiet. Secret joke that they can take out my father and spread nothing but lies, use a double to do it, and get my own uncle to participate, and Elizabeth. And I'm going to say this. I was flown out to Larry Flint's, and I want to show that totally because Mr. Flint was shot by a person that was programmed, and in this article, he said that I know who's responsible for his shooting. So I'm going to show that in a minute. But the thing is, the horrific, just the time that I lived in Bedford, I had to beg for everything to not be gassed. I moved into the, it was a Section 8 retirement for elderly. It was brand new, by the way, in Bedford. It was owned by a black minister, Moore, out of Washington, North Carolina. Now then, the day that I moved in on July the 1st, just in time to see all the war memorial celebrating my demise, the Brits' demise, how about that, having the real monarch in a Section 8 being gassed? It's hideous what happened there. The minute I came in, July the 1st of 11, the air conditioning went out. It normally does. You use your air conditioning as a murder weapon. I'm allergic to chemicals. Anybody would be allergic to the stuff that's been force-fed me. So much happened there. It's unreal. Brenda Ellis was the name of the manager. I honestly wish all these people were put before a judge and threatened with perjury and let them see if they can tell the truth. When I went to people, because there was a leak, these are brand new apartments, nobody had lived there. When I went in, the air conditioning goes out. They fixed that, except the fumes. Then the fumes pour out, the chemicals. But there was a leak in the little storage area where the air conditioning sucks everything up. And it had mold and mildew that was absolutely horrible. Anytime that I try to get something done, you'd have to be in the room where Brenda would actually, Ellis, the manager, I don't know if she thought her place was bugged or what, but she was a party to all this. She wouldn't do anything. Then finally she moved me up to a new one within the same complex just up the street, and there I really could look at the war memorial. And I don't know if anybody's even watching these videos that I put up or even care. The part about it is, if it's ever told, the truth is the part that's so hideous. Because, I don't know, you might find that funny, gassing me. I don't think you do. The press won't print it. They knew a long time ago about my kidnapping. Now, I'm taking up a lot of time, and I don't know if somebody can see my face or not, but where I'm at now, they've not stopped. And there's no need to tell anybody. They pretend they don't believe it, or they won't even listen to it, or they, quite frankly, tell me they don't care. You can tell by looking at me, I'm being treated with prednisone, and because the chemicals are killing my kidneys, that make my immune system attack itself. And everybody here where I'm staying now knows what's going on. The agency that's doing the mind control murders, and I'm talking about James Holmes and a whole list of them. It's not just mass. It's, you can go out and whack somebody, make them look like they've committed suicide, or they have cancer, run the car off in the river and drown. Anyway, people are afraid of them, and including your local and state police. So I guess I'm losing it there. I started to say, though, anybody could look at my eyes. I'm being treated for my immune system I have an immune disorder, and I've been force-fed the chemicals. There's no word to describe it. But I put that in prior tapes, and it's killing my liver, my kidneys, my lungs, my heart, my veins. Well, this woman, I look at the constitutional monarchy, and I look at all the fans this woman has. I guess you don't see her climbing the Appalachian Trail and freezing and starving and have people hate her guts. In fact, they love her. And all she does is has to do is stand here and smile. She has her family. I don't know where my sons are. I've prayed that they're alive. They're the legal heirs after me. Now I'm going to show this on the end. It's Jens Zoring is a German diplomat's son, and He's in prison, and it was prosecuted in Bedford, where I was living next to the War Memorial. And Elizabeth Haysom. Now, he's in Buckingham, Virginia State Prison, and he's innocent. So is Elizabeth. This is a mind control murder that fits in the patterns. A butcher knife was used here to kill her father and mother, Derek and Nancy Haysom. Now then, I want to tell you this because I was living up there, and I just missed Yins by a day. When they did it deliberately, they took me down off the mountain where I was living just to have a place to be and starve. I really was. And they put me down in the Bedford jail. They didn't lock me up or anything, but I stayed there, half the night. And then they took me back to Roanoke, where I slept for a couple of hours at the, what am I trying to say? Not the rescue mission, the other one, Salvation Army, curled up on where everybody, well, anyway, it's a horrible thing and horrible way to be treated by them. You're treated like a garbage dump. But anyway, the next day, Jens was brought in. This is the day after I was just there that night until 2 o'clock. He was brought in and locked up in the cell where I sat, but I wasn't locked up. So it's role playing. But here's Sweeney, and Updike was the prosecuting attorney that prosecuted this case. And he totally knew. The police know. The sheriff knew. Carl Wells, and then the sheriff over there now, Mike Brown, totally knows. Now, Sweeney, the judge that was the judge there, retired. Now, Updike, the prosecuting attorney, is now the judge, replaced him. But here is pictures of them, and I've made this comment, and you should see what was being done to me when I made this comment to the person, what they were doing. And her response to me was, oh, well, he's German, that's okay. And then you should see, I hope everybody has too, what they were doing to me at the time out at North Creek Campground. This was the hosts out there, the locals. So this is Jens. And this is Elizabeth. Judge Sweeney, and these murders happened April of '85. I think I showed James Holmes, the Aurora, Colorado. And I want to go over here. I think I've shown these, but this is just Larry Flint and Hustler, April of '84. My dad, the real King Edward VIII. Who married my mom, Claudia Ruth O'Keefe. This is the double that married Wallace Simpson, the imposter. History is a total lie, isn't it? And here's the brother that sold out his country, and his own brother, the real king, and kidnap his own niece and make my life a hell. Plus, he made the Brits' life a hell. It's 1939, the year I was born, and I want to show Elizabeth and her. Okay. Anybody that knows that you get filled full of could take a look at my eyes, and I'm going to stop so I can upload it.